Hello and welcome to Animal Watch, and today we're meeting miniature horses.
Now, did you know that there is a horse breed out there that only stands 34 inches tall, has a delicate face like an Arabian horse, and is identical to any child's fantasy of what a miniature My Little Pony would be like if you could keep one as a dog-like pet? Today, Animal Watch travels to meet the world's tiniest horses. They are beautiful, friendly, and kept as pets all around the globe. Meet the miniature horse and their babies. Now, full-size horses are tough to keep, expensive, need loads of outside space, high vet bills. Someone has to look after them when you go away, and this is why most people keep horses to serve a purpose rather than as pets. But what do you give the child who dreams of that Arabian horse which you can't afford or keep due to lack of land and space? Well, this might solve your problems. Meet the world's smallest horse, the miniature horse. The American miniature horse was developed over the last 100 years from British and Dutch pit ponies brought to the USA from the United Kingdom and some descendants of small horses bred in England by Lady Estella Mary Hope and her sister. These perfectly sculpted horses are kept simply as pets. You can even train them like a dog, and they are far easier to keep than full-sized horses. Some are simply kept in large back gardens, as long as they have plenty of company and love, as they are very, very sensitive. They are so intelligent that some are even used as service animals, aiding the disabled or visiting hospitals. When I've seen small horses before on the internet, it's usually horses suffering from dwarfism. These horses are not symmetrical looking, and it's obvious that there is something very wrong with them. So when I found out that a perfect, healthy miniature of a horse existed, then I was so keen to meet them.
Hello, hi.
Hiya.
I'm Anneka.
I'm Maisie, nice to meet you. Welcome to Pandora's Miniature Farm.
Wow, and we are talking miniature here.
Yes.
I mean, this is a full-grown
This is a
horse.
full-grown adult, yeah.
Who's this one?
This is Alice,
Alice.
and she's very friendly.
Hello, Alice.
She is normally interested in everything.
Hey, Alice, you're so small. Oh, very gentle.
Yeah.
So if somebody is like a little bit scared of horses, they'll probably feel a bit more comfortable around these, wouldn't they?
They are perfect with kids and for anyone that's a bit nervous around them. I guess it helps because they're a bit more your size.
And who's this?
And this is Honey.
Honey.
She is actually the youngest out of this bunch. She's only a 2-year-old.
She's 2 years old.
So she's a baby, really.
Thing, aren't you?
Yana's just a little bit more reserved. Everything seems to be on her condition. So it's if she wants the fuss and she wants the attention. And if she doesn't, she'll walk away from you.
She'll walk away.
Yeah, it's best just to leave her.
Hello.
It's funny how even though they're all the same breed, their personalities are all also different.
Yeah. We've got another one over there.
Yeah, and over there we have got Kisses.
You've got such a lovely little face. Look at this little face. Ah, like a little dog.
Pandora's Miniature Farm is a family-run farm located in Tunbridge Wells, Kent, in England. They breed and show miniature horses and strive to breed the Arabian look in miniature. They have achieved some of the highest titles in the miniature horse industry, including European Grand Champion, European National Champion, AMHA World Champion and MAHA World Grand Champion. Wow, these horses were a delight, so tiny and perfect, cheeky and affectionate. We compared one to a full-size horse, and you can really see the difference. She was so overwhelmed by the large horse that she let out a whinny just to let the larger horse know that she was just as important as he was, and to not tread on her. Now, if you think that these horses are small, then it was time for us to meet some even smaller ones, the babies. The babies were so adorable and delicate, and after some coercing, Jules' baby totally bonded with me, and I fell for her. I finally sat down with Maisie to chat about what it takes to have one as a pet.
We've sat down and they're still smaller than us. I've filmed some of the biggest dogs in the world, definitely the tallest dogs in the world. So I've met the Irish Wolfhound, the Malakli from Turkey, which is also pretty tall, and the Great Dane. And they are big.
Yeah,
I mean,
they
like
are.
their
Yeah,
back is up here. These are smaller. These are smaller. I mean, they're very cheeky.
Yes, very cheeky.
They make you laugh a lot. Hello. Their feet are so tiny. I mean, they're delicate.
They're so delicate. They're so compact. Yeah.
What's the demand
Yes.
for them, do you think?
So they go to shows. A lot of people have them and take them out as a hobby and compete. They're great with kids as well. I think sometimes big horses intimidate kids a bit, or people are a bit nervous around horses. So because they're a bit smaller, they're perfect.
If these went in your house, would they just poop everywhere?
It's a possibility.
Do you think you could train one to come in the house and be
I
clean?
think they are very easy to train, miniatures. They're very clever.
Really?
Yeah.
So what can you get them to do that is pretty cool?
You can do like liberty, an obstacle with them, jumping. You can actually drive miniature horses as well.
Drive them?
Yeah, and you can teach them different tricks. Years and years ago, I taught a horse to do like paw, like a dog would.
And they get on with other people's pets. So do people
Yeah.
have them with like dogs and
Yeah.
and they put up with all sorts of animals?
They
and that?
seem to just take everything in their stride, and they don't seem to be fazed by much.
Yeah. What are the stallions like? Their character versus the females?
I think they are a bit sassier. I
Are
would say
they?
definitely. Yeah, I think they're a little bit sassier. But they all of them are so different in their personality. Some of them they're a bit more confident, perhaps, can be a bit more sassy. But then we've got some that are really very chilled out.
How tall roughly is one?
But 34 inches is sort of
34 inches. And where is that to the withers?
That is, yeah.
Okay.
Measuring from the withers.
And how much do they weigh?
I would say they weigh around 100 to 150 kilograms. I would say.
Right, yeah, so still pretty heavy. So
Yeah.
you're not exactly going to be picking one
them
up.
No.
So they're all muscle.
Yeah.
They're all. This one is naughty.
I mean,
how
obviously-
much can you eat? How much can you eat? Honestly.
Everything. They like being petted and
Yeah,
fed,
they
just like a dog,
they
really.
like scratches and stuff because they've really been eating the grass. Yeah, if you start giving them a good old scratch, they will stop eating the grass and they'll really get into it,
Yeah,
won't
they will. Yeah, they love a bit of fuss.
What do you have to have to
Yeah.
give one of these a home?
I guess you need grazing.
You couldn't just stick them in a very big garden, or is that okay?
I mean, they normally say, I think, an acre to a big horse. So I guess you could say they're half the size of a big horse, so half an acre.
Half an
would
acre of
do-
lawn?
Yeah, would do
Okay.
one.
Properly fenced, they'll escape, will they?
Yes, fencing, electric fencing doesn't always work well with them because they know they can just fit their heads underneath and try and escape. So you need secure fencing.
Do they like company? Do they need to be more than one?
Yeah, companion would be better. Good to have two at least, I would say.
Yeah, they like that. And expensive to keep?
You could argue that they're just as expensive as a big horse, but at the same time they're cheaper, I guess, because they're smaller, they eat a little bit less food.
So what is the life expectancy of one of these compared to a normal horse?
So I'd say it is fairly similar to a big horse. However, they can live to about a third longer than a big horse. In general, they are very healthy and can live as long as a big horse, but perhaps they're not given up on so easy because they're a bit easier to care for, I'd say.
Yeah, I imagine it. And because like big horses, lots of people use them for certain things, don't
Yeah.
they? These are just pets. These
Yeah,
are
they
just
are, yeah.
fun animals. So if you're having a few issues, they're more low maintenance
Yes,
than a,
I would
than a big
say
horse.
they have less injuries.
How about grooming? Do you have to groom them all the time?
I guess so, yeah. I mean, it's much quicker to groom a miniature than it is a big horse, so that is one nice benefit to them.
Do you put little horseshoes on them or not?
No, all of ours are barefoot.
Is that just because they stay in the field all the time?
Yeah, so I guess they're not used on the roads and stuff like the big horses, so they're generally just unshod, barefoot, and then you get trims every sort of 6 weeks like big horses.
If they were to like go out on the road, even if somebody was just to walk them to the shops on a lead like a dog, would they need to go and get a horseshoe
Yeah,
on?
it's possible if they're wearing down more foot than they're growing, then like a big horse they would perhaps need that protection of a shoe.
So tell me, why do you love them so much? What is like the most amazing thing about having one of these?
It's so hard to choose one thing, but I think it's just the personalities, I think, yeah. But they're just all so different and they've all got their little quirks.
In conclusion, I am totally besotted with these horses. They are so beautiful and healthy. They have a deep soul, which means a beautiful connection with their human. They can be cheeky and naughty with one another, so don't expect total obedience. There is definitely a herd ranking to which they adhere to. One thing is very clear is that these beautiful horses must only go to kind and responsible homes, where there is more than just a large garden. Horse company for them as they thrive on this and plenty of warm shelter. It breaks my heart to see so many abused horses in this world, and I pray that these delicate beings won't become another fad. Lastly, remember, these are not riding horses for heavy kids. They are unbroken companions for those who want a connection, not to use or abuse them.
So what is the website if people want to find out more about your horses?
So our website is www.pandorasminiaturefarm.co.uk.
Fantastic. And you guys are based, we're in Kent, aren't we?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
this is what part of the world they're in. You can go on, look up all their pictures. You've got social media as well. You've got Instagram accounts. I'll write that all in the description. They are so funny. Oh, so cute. And if you enjoyed this episode, then give us a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel by clicking the button in the bottom hand corner. And tune in every week when I'll be bringing you more amazing episodes on dogs, wolves, horses, wildlife, animal rescue and conservation. Bye for now.